today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And as we begin Week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all. Handled everything with poise and grace and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing is Lewis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Lewis. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch him.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Murray now on first down. Finds his running back, James Conner. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. You talk about this Rams defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Able to get this one to McBride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Murray going to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
A first carry now. This is Williams.
Pass at 20 for a short gain. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on 2nd down, Lewis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You look at this Arizona defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
that's how you flip field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. The Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Give them 32 on the play.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lewis.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Lewis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Here's Lewis on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Garrett Williams.
There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Lewis off the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Williams.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyron Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to Michael Wilson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that 1st down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now a 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Caught by Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Prater on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This one tied at 14. This one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Lewis now on 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lewis. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st and 10, Lewis. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
2-2 Atwell.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Brandon Ayuk leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Drake May, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kyron Williams. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Murray throwing on second down. A short one here, caught by McBride. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Right back to Connor here on first. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
A slant to Jones. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
We got chips up here.
Murray now.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On second down, here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Byron Young
Leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Lewis.
That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Lewis. Flush to his right.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Nice play, man.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Lewis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Lewis. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lewis. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak, no running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
To throw is Lewis. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Greg Dortch returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Connor picks up a new set of downs in a nice fashion, too. He's coming off his best season as a pro after he topped the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career a season ago.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Murray now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Murray to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. To throw is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
Touchdown!
Marvin Harrison Jr.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Lewis.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 7, 40 seconds to go.
And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Murray. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. Fourth down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Rams, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.